to value each one. For Donovan, he just expects him, to continue to create an advantage. Last game, Kenny Atkinson said the message was just to drive, to be aggressive, and he got that message early, so hopefully he gets it started here to go in this second half.
Well, especially early in the clock, as Robbie pointed out, in that go, go, go. They want that from Donovan Mitchell. Felt he did a great job of that in game 3, and hoping that he can do the same here in the second half of game 4. They get the stop to start. Now Harden got off to that quick start. He's got 15 points and 6 assists, and there is Mitchell with a 2.
And what a great
Side, 3 for 7 shooting in that first half. Duran in this series is shooting just 42%. That one short, rebound fought for and taken by Wade.
good fight by Evan Mobley. Could have been an offensive rebound. Now Cleveland with the early offense.
And right on cue, it is Mitchell getting into the paint and floating it in, plus the foul. Start this third quarter, coming off his 35-point, 10-rebound game 3. Much in favor of the Cavaliers. 14 of 17 at the line. Detroit just 4 of 5. Cunningham forcing the issue. And Wade clears the board. Thompson playing with those early fouls. Good ball movement around. Mitchell with a good look. Bottom.
You gift Mitchell the early layup, and then you get him an open 3, and Donovan Mitchell just like that into double figures here early in the second half.
Cunningham 3. And the rebound on. He's already up to 12 points. Mobley outside for Harden. Reset 2 minutes into this third quarter. Harden on the drive. Leaves it. Allen for the deuce. In this third quarter for Cleveland. And we'll see if Reed can do what Karis LeVert did in the first quarter for the Pistons. Bounce it. Wade. Reed is there. 7 to shoot. Wade lost it. Reed's on the deck. Wade comes up with it with 3 to shoot. It's Harden with 2 on the clock. Bounce it inside. Mobley got it off. Well short and a shot.
Good on both ends with him on the floor.
9:15 to play in this third quarter. Keep an eye. It's a 6-point game. Reed checks in. We saw him really play at a high level in game 3 in this building. Cunningham the cutter goes to Thompson underneath, blocked inside. Mobley
Read that perfectly off the basketball.
Now it's Mitchell in control. 8 points already in the third. Mitchell will tee it up again and knocks it down. Cunningham drive and taken away by Mobley. Mitchell up ahead for Harden. Harden kick. Wade swing. The ball fake. Mobley outside. Harden 3-ball. Cash. Let's check in with Ashley.
Guys, Kenny Atkinson's message to Evan was simple. Play winning basketball, defense and rebounding, get in your flow. That's your superpower, and he's achieving it.
Yeah, the scoring is not necessarily a concern. He affects the game other ways, but this guy affects the game.
Detroit gifted him some looks, and once you got a guy like this that's going, it's going to be incredibly difficult to shut that off.
He's got 14 third quarter points. Reed the drive. Allen stayed with him. Jenkins now on the floor with 4 to shoot. Cross on Mitchell. Jenkins, swatted!
Detroit more than capable of getting back in, but they're going to have to put together some stops here on the defensive end.
Mitchell back in rhythm to start this third quarter, already with 14 since the half. That's a tough 3. Rebound. It's going to stay here. Detroit just over 13, second most amongst playoff teams. Harden in the corner. They're letting Allen hear it. And Allen will reward him a third. Harris drive. Harris can't stop the bleeding. And a foul on the team turnover of the night for the Pistons. Now Mobley looking to cash it in. LeVert with the good hands. Mitchell, drive past Jenkins, spin around LeVert, and finish over the top. No, in this third quarter, 23 straight for the Cavs. Allen gambles. Reed, the swipe, and slam. B-ball.
Impressive 2 hands on Jared Allen.
Mitchell says, I'll go right back at him for 2.
I mean, he is taking it personal here in this third quarter.
With no Duran and no Stewart on the floor, Paul Reed wise to go right at him.
And then Reed cans the triple.
Celebration after the 3.
It goes back to the Energizer Bunny that he's been coming off the bench. Mitchell is fouled.
And that's all.
15-point lead after being down by 4 at the break. With the way that the second quarter went, it felt like Detroit had to play their best basketball and still had a 4-point cushion as LeVert got Schroeder in the air and puts it down. For 3 years under J.B. Bickerstaff, and now trying to burn his former team and lead the Pistons to a 3-1. Mitchell's up to 23 points. 19 coming in this third quarter. Wants to go back to work against Harris. Mitchell the cross, the drive, the float, gets the roll. LeVert off the screen. LeVert attack mode, banks it in.
And it's interesting right now, the positional length, which was an advantage for Cleveland, now they're small on the perimeter, and Detroit is able to make them pay by getting shots in the paint.
Harden drive, kick, Merrill three, not there.
They've got
It's Reed working against Allen. Reed right to the basket, and Reed has 2 more. Schroeder, Allen discards on LeVert. Now it's Harden with a jab. Back to Schroeder. Jenkins steps up. Schroeder off the screen. Jenkins, good recovery defensively. Merrill, tough 3. And he nearly banked it in. LeVert.
We've seen that plenty of times here in this postseason.
Empty trip there for Paul Reed. Schroeder, Merrill, Strus, Harden, and Allen. The 5 for Kenny Atkinson out of the timeout, and it's going to be a foul. In 14 of 24 from 3 in the series. Just the 1 attempt so far. 5 to shoot now for Mobley, back in the game. Reed all over him, and he throws it away. It's a numbers game the other way. Detroit with the advantage. LeVert on the drive, finds the space, shovel inside, and Reed with the finish. Ball. Schroeder, Strus, pump, drive, kick, extra. Harden, 9 to shoot. Harden floats it up, doesn't get the roll. Mobley the offensive rebound, and he is fouled. So Mobley, who really struggled from the free throw line in game 3, is now 3 for 3 at the charity stripe here in game. To Wembanyama ejected on the flagrant 2 with the elbow to Naz Reid last night in game 4. All even at 2 apiece as they head back to San Antonio.
Mentioned earlier, Merrill getting some good looks. He's not able to convert.
Reed, Robinson, floated up. Reed comes down, back outside. Good luck for Duncan Robinson. His 3 cashes home.
And how about the pass?
Harden now with 21 points, his 5th 3 of the night. Reed's open, pump and drive. Mobley recovers. Oh, he tried to bounce it. Somehow Jenkins got there. It was negated by Mobley. 1 minute to play in a third quarter dominated by the Cavaliers. Trying to finish strong here. Harden with 4 to shoot. Bounce it. Schroeder's going to have to get it off. He does, and he banks it in.
Play to your strengths, get to the paint, and make something happen late clock.
2 for 1 opportunity now for Detroit. Jenkins off the screen. Jenkins all the way, and Reed cuts to the rim for 2.
Dennis Jenkins.
13 of 33 from 3. James Harden has 21 points and 11 assists to go with 3 steals. 7 to shoot. Harden on the reject. Switch with Robinson. Harden, shimmy shake, step back 3. And the whistle comes in. Robinson.
Call for that foul.
Much more consistent visits. He has 21 in this third quarter. Harden now has 23 for the game. They have combined for 48. Harden with his 40th career playoff double-double. Makes it 90 to 75. 5 seconds left in the third. Jenkins puts the head down, floats it up. No, tip in goes Reed. Harden trying to go baseball pass. Length of the floor. Wade goes up high. Oh, Wade hits the deck hard. In 13, manageable for the Pistons here in the fourth. Merrill drives baseline, 7 to shoot, caught there. Mitchell was hot, and he comes up short to start the fourth.
Detroit only down 13 starting this fourth quarter. They have to feel good about that, if anything. And of course, Reed and LeVert.
The 3 consecutive turnovers in the fourth quarter of Game 3 played Cade Cunningham. What does he have as a bounce back here tonight in a quarter that he has owned for a lot of the playoffs? That's a tough delivery that comes up too strong.
Matchup and contesting that shot at a really high level.
Bounce it for Strus. Will attack inside. Mobley the finish. Harris denied. Mobley again. Second chance. Cunningham can't hit the 3. Long rebound. Mitchell has it. Mitchell attacks. The swipe. The finish. Donovan. It's Spider's world, and we're living in it. Cunningham will drive. Inside Reed, and he's fouled.
Been so impactful. This one's on the offensive end. You mentioned Strus playing off the closeout, setting the table, and then you get by your first guy time after time. Games 3 and 4. What a second half he's had.
I'm not sure how you defend that windmill pickup. I mean, it's so unorthodox.
Mitchell, 27 points. Horton with 24 and 11. This is what the dream looked like when they acquired the beard. Cunningham couldn't bank it in, and it's going to be a loose ball foul going.
He's coming from everywhere on that layup attempt, just couldn't convert.
Strus, hook it, Merrill, drive it, regain it, but he couldn't finish. Mitchell Palooza in Cleveland. Duran post up, trying to drop step. Instead, he
Watch what Donovan Mitchell is doing here. He is putting on a show here.
It feels like a concert.
Right now, it feels like just over 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Mobley will try it. Long rebound and it on here. 12 points on 4 of 13 shooting to go with 5 assists. He's 0 for 5 in the second half. Harris nearly traveled, kept that foot down. Now he'll back down on Mitchell. Harris, 14 points. Can't get to 16.
Last performance of Donovan Mitchell. And this is what you want, your superstar in game at home, taking over and kind of waiting for the second half to take over.
Series schedule here. Game 5 is going to be Wednesday, May 13th. Cleveland at Detroit.
17th with Tim Duncan, Allen Iverson, and Kawhi Leonard.
That is impressive company as Cunningham finally gets a bucket in the second half. He wants more. Oh, he might have hurt Thompson, and he might have hurt some feeling.
Thompson right there felt something. There's some contact, but maybe a dislodge with the ankle roll in there from Thompson, that left ankle.
He's got 28 now in this second half. He had 21 in the third quarter. He's going to check back in. Merrill will sit. You know, Kenny Atkinson had his team down 0-2 in this series. And he has, let's say, a consultant as a part of his staff. Vincent Collet, who is the national coach of the French national team. Kenny Atkinson before. And Vincent Collet had to remind Kenny that, you know, you've been through this before. The French team looked like they were down and out. In fact, when they lost towards the end of group play and nearly were eliminated before that knockout stage, as Cunningham floats it up and in, he said the locker room together even further. They end up winning in convincing fashion, beating Canada and Germany. Surprising results given what it looked like in that group stage, and then took the U.S. all the way down to the final moments when Steph Curry went nuts with 3 straight threes. Mitchell comes up, and having everybody doubting you, it actually can galvanize the group in the right way. They've responded these 2 games at home in a really impressive fashion.
Well, just great to have Dickinson, but when he came in the locker room before game 3, I got a little PTSD.
Yeah, he did.
From our time in Paris. I mean, my right guard went left.
No question. Duran with force.
A grown man move from Jalen Duran.
Back to 17, 7.5 to play. Can Detroit lock in on this end where they've been so good all year? Strus, quick trigger. Long rebound, go on 11. Backing down on LeVert. LeVert's been excellent tonight, and Durant comes over for the block. Then a strip by Harris, scooped up by Thompson. Numbers the other way. Cunningham will load it up, and he sticks it from the outside. Closely by Cunningham, giving him no airspace on the outside. 10 to shoot now for Harden. Cunningham fights through the screen of Wade. Right back to Harden with 6 to shoot. Wade goes to rescreen. Harris steps up. Wade 2 to shoot. Wade on the drive. And Wade got it off, but he comes up well short. Cleveland's largest lead was 21 earlier in the quarter. It's a 7-0 Detroit run with LeVert looking to add to it. 22 points off the bench in 27 minutes for Caris LeVert. Driving on Schroeder. Staying in front. Cunningham with some more space. Oh, inside, Durant wasn't ready for it. He was wide.
Durant was looking for the rebound attempt. Just a missed opportunity there for the Pistons.
Fend off by Harden. And a foul on Cunningham.
Pistons foul on number 2.
Gravity of the shot. Jared Allen is selling out. But Jalen Durant's eyes are on the rim. He loses track. Just a total missed opportunity on what would have been a surefire dunk if he catches that.
And James Harden, they will go with a 3-guard lineup here for Cleveland. 7 to shoot for Schroeder. Looking to attack on LeVert. Spray it out. Mitchell over the top. And they're going to call it on the floor, but it's...
Struggling with your offensive possession, right? Hacking off the bounce, creating the contact, and forcing this opportunity at the free throw line.
34 for Mitchell. Sunday start. Great matchup in our first game on NBC on Sunday as Donovan Mitchell is now up to 35 points.
When they went on that run defensively, Mobley was guarding Thompson, so he was able to sort of zone things up. Defensively, was not very kind to his former teammate.
He greeted him. It was a nice meet and greet. Assists and shot 47.6% from 3 for the Pistons. Meanwhile, Harris just 14 points after that roaring start in the first half. He comes up short, and Schroeder tracks it down.
About it coming down the floor.
Cunningham is accepting the defensive challenge. Mitchell step back, raindrops. 34 second half points for Mitchell. A complete Spider explosion as Thompson glides in.
That's the first.
That was not an easy finish there with that left hand, but you're right.
Allen, shovel, Mitchell again. For Donovan Mitchell. Durant loses the basketball. Trying to find somebody to outlet. He's knocked away by Allen. 7 to shoot now for Harris. Dancing on Mobley. Harris drive. Harris is fouled.
Change of direction there. Create a little bit of separation with the step back. Not an easy shot right there. And he knows performance. I mean, I've seen a lot of playoff games. I don't know if I've seen a half quite like this from Donovan Mitchell.
And just being a total